and gentlemen, your McDonald's restaurants proudly present Iowa, You're the One, a happy musical about the settling of Iowa featuring students of Graceland College under the direction of Mr. and Mrs. Roger Hinchey.
Good
that's how the settling of Iowa began. But I have a feeling that those days of dancing on the dock and twirling their parasols will soon be nothing more than pleasant memories for those folks once they reach their destination farther up the Mississippi. You see, when they get to the Midwest, they're going to discover a new kind of lifestyle, one that's determined by the rich soil. They'll have to learn to work hand in hand with each other to raise their crops and care for their livestock, and like everything else in life, it won't always be easy. But they'll soon come to appreciate the good things about living in Iowa, like the first blossoms of an Iowa springtime, the smell of newly mown hay, that first taste each summer of corn on the cob, new potatoes and tomatoes grown right in their own gardens. And they'll know there's nothing more frustrating than the early fall frost or the uncertain temperatures of an Iowa summer. But the planting and harvesting cycle will go on and on, you can depend on that. Both the farmer and his family will get new calluses on their hands and farmers' tans beneath their shirt sleeves. But they will have the satisfaction of knowing that their time has been well spent in a productive and creative effort. But now don't get the wrong idea. It isn't that it's all work and no play on the farm. That's just not the case. In fact, those country folk know exactly how to have a good time. You see, those French settlers are still kicking up their heels on Saturday nights. But now, instead of using a New Orleans ballroom, they're having barn dances. One of the most popular songs that's been written about life on the farm is one by John Denver, which I'm sure you'll all recognize. And if you feel you'd like to join in by singing along or clapping your hands, why, please feel free to do so.
barn. All right, now.
Hey!
Well, after a successful harvest and exciting barn raising, some good old-fashioned picking and grinning, and a salute to Iowa, I guess the only thing left for us to do now is to celebrate this great country of ours. You see, those folks settled the territory, and Iowa became a state, joining the others, uniting with the great people all across the land. At that time, there were immigrants all over the country, laying down roots, raising up families, and developing for themselves a heritage of pride. Well, since that time, the heritage of pride has become widespread. But the one thread that still runs true is that of the red, white, and blue, waving proudly across the land of the free, where the huddled masses soon stood tall. From the shores of the Atlantic to the shores of the Pacific, those pillars of strength stretched from Washington to Maine, from the oil fields of Oklahoma to the scenic mountains of Colorado. Out of all the places in the country, our settlers chose to make their homes right here in Iowa, and we're glad they did. It's because of them and their hard working and playing that we have what we have today, and we're grateful. Once here, they learned how to celebrate their rich heritage and its marvelous traditions. So every now and then, they put aside those cowboy boots, hats, and jeans, pick up instead top hats and tails, and then they celebrate just like the rest of the country. In a moment, we'll again on that celebration, but first, their tribute to you and to America.
Doodle dandy, straight from good old Iowa, a real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on old Independence Day. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy, my joy. Yankee Doodle came to town riding on a pony. I am that Yankee Doodle boy.
I'm that Yankee Doodle sweetheart, a farmer's daughter, country born. We're all nieces of our Uncle Sam, raised on a lot of country corn. I've got a Yankee Doodle dandy, he's my Yankee Doodle joy, my joy. Yankee Doodle came to town riding on a pony. Give me that Yankee Doodle boy.